Too many humans, not enough space or resource to go around. The details are trivial and pointless. The reasons, as always, purely human ones. The Earth was nearly wiped clean of life. A great cleansing, an atomic spark struck by human hands, quickly raged out of control. Spears of nuclear fire rained from the skies. Continents were swallowed in flames and fell beneath the boiling oceans. Humanity was almost extinguished, their spirits becoming part of the background radiation that blanketed the Earth. A quiet darkness fell across the planet.
Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Fallout History and Lore. At the request of you guys, I've continued this series into the DLCs, starting with Fallout 3 and moving on to New Vegas. In the last episode, we looked at the last 3 DLCs for Fallout 3. In this episode, we're going to look at the first 2 DLCs for Fallout New Vegas, starting with Dead Money. Dead Money is the first add-on for Fallout New Vegas developed by Obsidian Entertainment and published by Bethesda Softworks. Dead Money had a timed exclusive release for the Xbox 360 on December 21st, 2010, and was later released for the PC and PlayStation 3 on February 22nd, 2011. Dead Money is set in the Sierra Madre, an opulent and extravagant resort that was to be the greatest casino in the West. Except it never opened. The bombs fell just before the grand opening, and the Sierra Madre froze in time. Its state-of-the-art security system locking the place up tight. Nothing could get in, and none of the guests could escape. The security holograms then activated, and the once glorious event turned into a slaughter. After many years, the climate control and air conditioning system within the facility began to spit out a strange toxic gas into the surrounding city, causing a red cloud to form over the area, which proved lethal to anyone who tried to explore the city. Only a mysterious group called the Ghost People survived to call the city home. Trapped inside what appeared to be hazmat suits, they wandered the streets, never speaking to their victims, only capturing them alive and dragging them away into the depths of the city. And so the Sierra Madre faded from memory, only occasionally being seen in posters across the wastes, until it took on a mythical ghost story status. A supposed city of gold in the wasteland, where supposedly all the treasures of the old world were rumored to be held. It was kept alive as a late-night saloon story by prospectors who claimed to have found maps leading there, and they're willing to part with the map for only a few caps, or a drink, or maybe a warm place to sleep. The Sierra Madre is a mythical place in the wasteland, with travelers risking their lives to find it. Only one man truly found it, and lived. After the fall of Helios 1, Father Elijah of the Brotherhood of Steel set out to find a new weapon to eradicate the NCR, and in the process found the Sierra Madre. In the story for this DLC, the courier is captured by the insane ex-Brotherhood of Steel leader, Father Elijah, and must work alongside 3 other captives to find the fabled treasure of the Madre Casino. It is the only DLC that cannot be revisited after you complete the main questline. Dead Money received very mixed reviews, with IGN giving it a 6.5, stating that its buggy and sometimes just downright broken gameplay and lack of freedom was its major downfalls. The second pack to come out for Fallout New Vegas is Honest Hearts, and was released on May 17th, 2011 on the Xbox Live and Steam, and on June 2nd, 2011 on PlayStation Network due to the April and May outages. In Honest Hearts, the courier takes part in the expedition to Utah's Zion National Park, when they are attacked by tribal raiders. As you try to make it back to the Mojave, the courier becomes embroiled in a war between tribes, and a conflict between a new Kionite missionary and the mysterious Burned Man. The decisions the character makes will determine the fate of Zion. The 3 tribes are the Dead Horse, the White Legs, and the Sorrows. The Dead Horse are descendants of refugees from Dead Horse Point State Park. The Dead Horses were taught how to maintain weapons and how to fight, among other things, by Joshua Graham, whom they both feared and admired. When Graham returned after being punished by Caesar and left for dead, he decided to help Dead Horse again, but in a less harsh way. He convinced them to migrate from Dead Horse Point to Zion Canyon. Graham quickly became their warlord, which proved especially advantageous in their conflict with the White Legs. The Dead Horse are actually fairly democratic for one of the tribes in the wasteland, giving all war decisions over to Graham. The Whitelegs are a tribe operating mainly in the area surrounding Salt Lake City and parts of Nevada under the order of the Caesar's Legion. They are hostile to all who are not either Whiteleg or Caesar's Legion, and are also known for scalping their enemies. They are a nomadic tribe, never having developed self-sufficiency, and survive only by raiding caravans, settlements, and other tribes for food, medicine, and technology. To aid them with this task, Caesar would send Ulysses, a courier, and Fermentarius. That's the eyes and the ears of Caesar. They're his intelligence officers, and they're also in task with not only infiltrating enemy societies, but also to carry out his campaigns of terror. Ulysses would help the tribe break into the Spanish fort and get the weapons they called storm drums, and train them in their use. They would proceed to use these weapons to ravage large portions of Utah, wiping out tribes such as the Tar Walkers, the Crazy Horns, and in the process, go on to sack New Canaan. Their savagery at the attack included burning the temple and salting the earth, as well as massacring numbers of New Canaanites. The Whitelegs would very quickly learn, however, that at least a small quarter of the New Canaanites still survive and had fled Zion Canyon. Chasing them there, the Whitelegs would be opposed by the Sorrows and the Dead Horses, rallied by Joshua Graham against Caesar. The Dead Horses and the Whitelegs are just about powerful enough to prevent one tribe from becoming dominant over the other, but the arrival of the courier in the region finally tips the balance of power. Well guys, that wraps up this episode of History and Lore. In the next episode, we're going to take a look at the last DLCs for Fallout New Vegas. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Hit that like button, hit subscribe on my channel for more modding goodness, or stay here on TGN for more general gaming goodness, and as always, thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time.